Well, hello there and good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. I am Frost PDP, and this is a video of Tribes Ascend. Now, I don't know what the video quality itself is going to be when it comes through on either Twitch, which I am recording this on, or on YouTube, which it's going to. But this is an appeal. This is an appeal for help from Hi-Rez Studios. Now, I know you guys are suffering a denial of service attack right now on Smite, which is why I'm not playing it. And incidentally, I was able to get on the Ascend servers, but this is an appeal just like to say, hey guys, we're still here. What does this mean? This means that of all of the videos I've made, and I've made about 200 on YouTube, a lot of Crusader Kings, Master of Orion 2, Smite, a League of Legends here and there, some other things, Tribes Ascend is really the video that gets the most views for me. Maybe this is because Tribes has a small, not quite rabid community anymore, but small, vicious community certainly. Maybe it's just because people like watching something action-packed, whereas like Smite and League of Legends are a little slower paced. Things don't happen as quickly. You know, like a team fight is over instantly, but it takes a long time to build into a good one. Whereas Tribes, you're going around and you're flying and you're shooting things, and generally speaking, it's a very different style of game than Crusader Kings, obviously, which is like a real-time grand strategy game. So back to the point. This is like a please, hello, we're still here, Hi-Rez Studios. We still love you, or, well, I don't think we ever loved you. I was having a debate with somebody yesterday while I played Twitch, and they brought up a point which was, you know, whose fault is it that Tribes is for this is supposedly dead? I mean, for what such an esport game, for such a legendary game, why is it in this state? And it got me thinking about it. And the answer is really everyone had their role to play. I mean, Hi-Rez, you guys said that a lot of things would come later, and when you were developing Smite, you even said you would come back to Tribes in a year. I'm looking at this game. I'm looking at the textures. I'm looking at little things that maybe aren't coming through in the video, and maybe there's pixelation, maybe there's not. I can't tell you how it's outputting right now. But the whole point is this. Tribes is a cool game. Look at this. This is an awesome looking thing. And this is what? A 2011 game? You know, I played this in my apartment, and I left my apartment in 2012. So, I played this for a long time in my apartment. So this is 2011-2012 game, and it looks good. It's not like all of the other shooter games, and I'll show you why now. First of all, this big hill, what do you think this is for? Sniping? Wrong. You have skis. Anti-friction skis. And all of a sudden you're moving faster than you would in any first-person shooter. You bounce over hills. It's fun. It's fast. It's complicated. You can change your direction as you ski. You can guide yourself. You can bounce off of objects with relatively little harm. You can even jump, but jumping really doesn't get you anywhere. What you have is a backpack. You have a jetpack. And as you can see in the bottom left, as you burn off your energy, you fly around. And you land and you build up more speed. You have regenerating health in this game, which means this little tactic called a disc jump, since you shoot explosive discs with many of the primary weapons, this tactic that I'm about to try to display, if I don't screw it up, is actually a somewhat viable strategy for getting places. And this is something you're not going to see in a lot of first-person shooter games. All of a sudden, I'm flying a lot higher and faster than I would be if I just jumped up a hill. And when I land, you can see on the left and right side of my screen, I'm gaining speed, almost like a surfer or a skier. Surfer? Sorry, snowboarder. What does this all mean? This is a game style with potential. This is a game, as it stands, with incredible potential to be really brought back. It would be difficult to convince old Tribes players to come through. Why? I will be honest with the community that I belong to in that we were not exactly gentle with Hi-Rez during the beta testing phases, which I played many, many games in beta, and I had many complaints. I mean, turrets back in the day, in Tribes 1 and Tribes 2, I can't speak for Tribes Vengeance, but Tribes 1 and 2, turrets were shielded. Base turrets came shielded. Well, guess what? That wasn't the case in this game. They came not shielded. I'm just having fun practicing old ski routes on one of my favorite team deathmatch maps. This is fun to me. I enjoy this, and I know other people do as well. Because you're learning how to build up speed on the map. If I had a flag right now, I'd probably be dead. But I'd be doing okay depending on who I'm playing against. You know, I know right now is when I'd get shot, but I'm also moving pretty quickly. I'm in a light suit of armor. I just feel like, Hi-Rez, you could do better with this. You've learned a lot from this game, just like you learned a lot from Global Agenda, and you've learned a lot from Smite. Now, I don't know if I believe the hype that Smite is as dominant as League of Legends, or is going to be as dominant as League of Legends, or even Dota 2. I'm not really a MOBA gamer. I prefer Smite to League of Legends because I like the more in-your-face approach to it. You know, that's my preference, but that doesn't mean I'm good at it. I'm very bad at it. But I think the whole point here is that this is a game that still has a pretty vibrant, semi-competitive structure to it, if not like a real competition setup. And all you would have to do, and I'm sure this is true, all you have to do is an actual advertising campaign for a so-called expansion. I know I'm like sort of the sellout here. I've been called a sellout because I want to, you know, as much as I can assign blame to Hi-Rez for certain things they did in the development and administration of this game, and again, I will always lambast you guys for trying to make Reddit your official forums. That just didn't make any sense then and it doesn't now. I'm going to hit a wall almost. You know, seriously, make what you would call an expansion, sell it for like $15, including the base game. Get rid of any Game of the Year charges you might have. Just make it like $15, or keep it free to play if you want, but make the expansion $15 and you get all the new stuff right away, all the new weapons, all the new goodies. Make them actually different, and do something with it. Do something with this because it looks good. It's fast. There might be ways you can bring new players in without having what we used to call Call of Duty syndrome, where everyone just stood around firing some machine guns not knowing how to do any of this stuff. I know there's a tutorial built in, but maybe in this one case this game mandates you to have something pop up for new players. Hey, hit the button to ski. You'll go faster and you won't die so often. Add a new clan. Maybe just add 2 new clans and have them, instead of Diamond Sword Blood Eagle, do whatever the other 2 were that I can't remember off the top of my head. The S and B were the big ones. You know, this game had a huge following at one point, and the series itself is still very popular, so do something with it, please. Do something with it, because truthfully, if you're not, get rid of the IP. There are independent people and companies alike that would love to have the IP to do this differently. You know, the skiing mechanics were originally a freaking glitch. I'm going to hit the wall. In Tribes 1 see, I told you I'm not that great. In Tribes 1, skiing was originally more of a bug, and it became a feature. That's the sort of gameplay you need in, like, just the world. I mean, like, Team Fortress is great and all, but it's not this. Like, my machine gun, even if I had a good target track, it's got scatter. It's not that effective for shooting down an airborne target, whereas if I can get myself going 200 Sanics, 150 Sanics, and get in line with the target, odds are I can at least hit close enough to it that it's going to blow up. You can ski backwards. You can do all sorts of things in this game that are fun. So, if I still have your attention, and I hope I do, I'd like to say one more time, Hi-Rez, please do something. I know Kate was supposed to, and I know that didn't work out. You might be able to find some intern who would volunteer to do some work on this, to polish it up, to create 3 new maps and a new system for classes, get rid of some of the more overt pay-to-win things, and get a $15, you know, buy it all at once thing. And you would find yourself making a lot of money. because people would buy it. You could sell it on Steam. Make a Tribes Ascend 2 if you absolutely must, and rip half of the stuff out of this game. Make a Tribes, I don't know, Levitate. Tribes something. Make it work. I know you can do it. You can produce a decent game. So, finish the job you started and never finished, exactly. I'm going to hit the wall. That's okay, because I'm going to bounce off it, keep half my speed, and go. And the wall doesn't blow things up. Please, Hi-Rez, I'm begging you as much as I hit that thing. Get this right. Please? Thank you. And, as always, La Paz.